So let me tell you right away, don't worry. It's not like you're gonna ride your board and hit the rock, you're gonna break a mast. It's not gonna happen to you. It's not that easy to happen, all right? What's going on, people? Hollander here. I haven't been making a video in a very long time. Two reasons. One, because it's still cold here in Massachusetts. And two, I messed up my knee. I torn my ACL and both my meniscus. I had to do surgery, and now I'm gonna be on this for at least 2 months or 3 months. Talking about incidents and accidents, that's why I'm making this video. And if you be patient enough, stay into the end, because I'm gonna show you an app that you can have to avoid and not make the stupid mistake that I made. Now, let me clear something again. Say 3 things over here. 1, it's not like you're gonna hit your board and it's gonna break it. It's not gonna happen. Fliteboard is very good. It's a very reliable product, very strong, bulletproof, but not idiot-proof. And that's what I'm gonna tell you about guys later. I'm gonna just tell you what happened so you don't fall into the same problem. 2, it was 100% my fault. I was just being stupid, and I made 2 mistakes. They're gonna tell you about it pretty soon, so you can avoid making these mistakes so you don't damage your board to the extent that I damaged my board. And 3, just leave you something very clear. I do not work for Fliteboard. I just love Fliteboard, and I make videos all the time, and I just try to share with you guys my experience and my mistakes. And if this will help you guys to avoid the same mistakes that I made, by all means, I'm doing something right. And by the way, please try to subscribe and try to give me suggestions for my next videos so I can help you guys out as well. The communication we have, it's pretty cool. I'm stoked about that, and I love helping the Fliteboard community. So let's get to the accident. Now, I don't have a footage of the incident itself, because once I fell, I lost my camera, but do have a footage of walking around the board after the accident. Let's take a look at that, and then afterwards, I'm gonna talk about what happened in detail.
Well. 10 minutes into riding my board, and disaster happens. Ta-da! I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix that. So there's the damage. I'm gonna let you know what happened. So pretty much the mast came out, but I'm gonna give you the heads up how to avoid this, which was a very big, huge, stupid mistake of mine. I can definitely not blame Fliteboard for this. This is completely my mistake.
So as you can see, it was a major damage. So let me tell you the mistakes that I made and how it happened. 1, I was driving all the way from Boston all the way down to Florida, and was anxious to get in the water. I was spent 22 hours sitting down on my ass. So as soon as I got to Florida, I called my friend Chase, and Chase told me to go to a certain area, which I didn't ask that much details. Got my board in the water, went across the pier, took up north, and what I thought was open ocean. I crank up the motor to 31 miles an hour, and from 10 feet deep, it became 2 feet deep in a second. So I hit the mast, and I flew over and skipped the water like a little pebble. And I'm sure you've done that before. Trust me, I fell several times. I hit rocks, I hit sand dunes and shallows before, but I was going slower. And I'm sure you guys had a sensation to hit something and fall forward. But now, once you're flying 31 miles an hour and comes to a complete stop, it's not an easy task. So mistake number 1 and 2 at the same time, the 2 mistakes that I made: riding in an area that I wasn't familiar with it and going too fast. So by all means, if you're gonna ride in a place that you don't know, ride it slowly, ride in the area, get to know the area very well, get acquainted with the surroundings. Then once you get comfortable, go faster. So those are 2 mistakes that you can avoid not to get in this incident. Now, the thing that happens is once I fell, water got inside the compartment, completely flooded the compartment of the battery compartment. Once the mast broke, the wires came out an inch or so more from the flight box, which in my head I thought, wow, the wires just got yanked over there, unplugged everything is messed up. So I turned the board upside down. The mast is flapping on the top of the board. I have to swing back probably almost half a mile. Once I got to the shore, I washed the board and plugged everything in, and it was working fine. And once again, goes to show you how resilient Fliteboard is. It is a bulletproof product, not idiot proof, not stupid proof. Now, the good news about this whole thing is that it is fixable. Believe me or not, it's a major damage, but it is fixable. Now, when I was there, I met a guy called John. John is from Triton Creations. He makes wingboards, surfboards, and so forth. And he also works for Fliteboard. He's the one who makes some repairs for Fliteboard in Florida West area around St. Petersburg. So that's where I brought the board to. And I'm gonna show you what he did to the board and how great the repair was done.
What's up, guys? So you saw what happened to my board. I was in the water for 10 minutes and I hit a big huge sand dune and I was going really fast. And I think the speed would make my board break. Let me show how the board looks like right now. So it will be a major surgery. Basically, the throttle box came out, snapped right out of it. And I found this dude over here.
Triton Creations.
So John is spot right now because I'm gonna make him see if you see how his work's gonna be. So what do you think about it, John? Is it doable?
I think it's doable, man.
All right, so I'm not gonna tell what happened yet because he's just picking up there right now. He just realized what has to be done, and we'll see how his work's gonna come around. So what's the name of the shop again, brother?
Triton Creations, Venice, Florida.
And he does any carbon fiber. He worked with several boards before, Fliteboard, but this is gonna be your first throttle box.
Your first Fliteboard box.
Fliteboard box, okay. So, but he done fixes on the side, whatnot, and so forth.
Add me on Triton Creations on Instagram. You can see all the customs I make and
cool.
All the repairs.
So this is the before,
Yeah.
and we're gonna come back later and see how it looks like. All right, brother, you're in the spot now, man. See what happens.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Hey, this is John at Triton Creations. Went ahead and prepped this box. This was a full rip out flight box repair. And as you can see, we sunk it with thickened resin Cabasil. And the most important part of all of this is scoring the inside of the ABS plastic of the box. So get in there, get some 60 grit, clear out all the old foam, high density foam that the box is installed into. Mix up your Cabasil with your resin to make it a little bit thicker. Fill in all the voids and go ahead and sink it. The box will be slightly raised above the board due to the Cabasil mixture. Step 2 of the box fix, the flight box repair. The box, as you can see, has been blended in, tapered, carbon backed off, ground out about 4 inches around the entire box structure. And right now we're gonna go ahead and put 3 layers of 6-ounce carbon over the top of this. And this should be more than sufficient enough to hold it in place. We're gonna taper in the layers too. We're gonna stagger them, you know, so when you're sanding, it'll all be blended in nice and look professional and yeah, all that good stuff. All right, so this is step 3. Carbon was placed over the box. As you can see, the layers are staggered. We're sanding. And right now the fill coat epoxy is curing. And the next step is to go ahead and sand that down smooth, do another fill coat. And then I'm not sure what path I'm gonna take with this. Either do a matte finish over the repair area, and we'll just have to see how sanding looks. But yeah, everything looks good, strong. This is the final box. This was reinstalled. This was completely torn out. Someone had ran into a reef and shredded it. So we did 3 layers of carbon, layered, knocked back, all blended into this board. This also had another few dings up in the nose. So we did a matte finish on the tail patch area and left the rails glossy. And overall, it all turned out really good. Strength is up there. I highly doubt this thing's gonna be torn out. So anyways, that's it. Take care.
So as you can see, it's good to know that your 3,500 plus carbon fiber board is repairable, especially to a damage of that extent. And to make it resilient again, he does a really great job. Now, Fliteboard is very lucky, and of course, Fliteboard has a great group of people that works for them. But however, and that John is only works only on the west coast of Florida. But for some reason, I'm just trying to help you out. If you're in an area that you don't have a flight board close by, or you have to ship somewhere, John can also take that shipping and fix the board for you and send it back to you. Now, guys, let me tell you about the app. With this app is actually a navigation app that boaters use to tell you the depth of the water, where you're gonna ride. So here's the app, which is gonna save your life and save your board, which if I had it, that would never happen. So take a look at the app right now.
Before I show you the app, let me show you where this happened. I was in Florida, St. Petersburg, and you can see on the red dot over there, that's where was the putting point. And I got out of that pier, and I rode along that pier over there, and then went up to my left, which for me, I was very far away from the shore. And as you can see over here on this yellow mark, on the yellow circle over there is where I had the incident. And I was going really fast. So here is the app. It's called iBoating Nautical, and once you get there, now understand that this is the non-paid version. Here I am again at St. Peter's, going far away so you can see. Now you're gonna see there's little numbers that tell you the depth of the water to where you're gonna be riding. So I'm gonna go to the exact same location. It was close to an airport, and you're gonna see, you're gonna see down here, right there. Okay, so I went through that green area over there, was the putting point, went along the side, and you can see 12 feet, 10 feet, 11 feet, and then 2 feet. That right there, 2 feet, that's exactly what I had the problem. So with this in your hand, it's going to be much more helpful. Now, as I said, this is non-paid version. This is the free version, and I believe the paid version is going to be much better, but it's a great tool to have to help you out, to not make the same mistake that I made.
All right, guys, this is it. I know it was a long video and boring video, but I hope it was helpful. And my intentions is just to help you out, to make sure you won't make the same mistake that I made. Now, please check out pretty soon. I'm heading to San Francisco, California, San Francisco, to meet up, to go to the headquarters, Fliteboard headquarters, and meet up with the crew over there. Very nice people. And also want to go backstage what they do in terms of repairing your boards, especially the maintenance service that you should be doing every year and so forth. So it's going to be a technical video, hopefully, and it's going to be done pretty soon. But also, I'd love you to give me suggestions. Give me suggestions what type of video should be making soon and so forth. Guys, thank you very much for your time. Hopefully, I'm going to be in the water soon. Be safe, be good to each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.